This is KB2. This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? All right, Roger, I think I hear you back there. The frequency's in use. I'll QSY. KB2 UKA QSY. This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Nothing heard. CQ20. CQ 20 meter. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha Long Island, New York, QRZ.
The frequency's in use, 1KC down. I couldn't get here fast enough.
No worries. KB2 UK QSY. Have a good day.
Thank you, VE3ZN. Sierra Alpha Uniform.
This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? CQ20, CQ20. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ20, CQ20. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ20, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20. Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha Long Island, New York, standing by and listening.
UKA, this is Kilo Charlie 4, Zulu Golf Papa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kilo Charlie 4, Zulu Golf Papa, Tim in Georgia. Hope you're doing well. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I'm located on Long Island, New York, about 50 miles east of New York City, a mile and a half from the Long Island Sound. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How do you copy? Over. Yeah, Roger, Tim. There's some fading going on. Do you copy me now? Over.
KB2 UAK, I think it is. I think the name is Doug. I barely hear you now. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, well, that's the wonders of 20 meters. That's the wonders of 20 meters in the middle of the day. You're anywhere from a 5.7 to a 4x5 QSL. Well, I guess we're going to have to try another time, my friend. Kilo Charlie 4, Zulu Golf Papa, KB2 UKA 73.
KB2 UKA, this is KC4 ZGP. You came up to S9 that time. Yeah, boy, oh boy. Hi, I think you said your name is Doug and you're on Long Island. I'm Tim. I'm down here in Warner Robins, Georgia. I think we spoke before. I think so.
All right, Tim, Roger. Well, I've got you 5x6 now. I'm hearing you just fine. But yeah, there was definitely a lot of fading going on. I've got you 5x6. Actually, I got to stand by. KB2 UK on the side.
All righty. I'm going to call CQ if you don't mind. CQ, 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 CQ. This is KC4, ZGP, Kilo Charlie 4, Zulu Golf Papa, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is KC4, ZGP, Kilo Charlie 4, Zulu Golf Papa, calling CQ, CQ, CQ on 20 meters. This is KC4 ZGP. I heard 3 people. All kilo something. Kilowatt 8 up now. Kilo 8. Hotel Golf X-ray. This is KC4 ZGP. There we go. I got you. Alrighty, let's see, 17, we start our QSO. I was talking with Doug on Long Island. I didn't have anyone to stand by, so I called CQ. My name is Tim. I'm down here in Warner Robins, Georgia. Good afternoon to you. Jack, I had you at S9, now you're down about S6. But I still copied everything. Yeah, the band is normal. We'll just say it's normal. This is the way 20 meters always is. It's the most popular band, they say. I don't know how it became the most popular, the way it fades in and out all the time. But it is, I think, the best DX band. I've been able to get from here to Europe on not much power, and that too. And back to you, Jack. K8, HGX, about an S9 to S6. This is KC4, GGP. quad loop, four-sided, of course.
CQDX USA, CQDX Canada, CQDX USA, CQDX Canada, CQDX USA and Canada, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India, Victor Echo 2 Canada, Santiago, Italy, CQDX.
Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha.
Yes, sir. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt America, booming signal 5 and 9, Duke. 5 and 9, Duke, okay?
Yes, good to speak with you again, my friend. You're sounding great down here in Long Island, New York as well. You're 5 and 8. 5 and 8. How's the audio sounding to you? Over?
Yes, Duke. The audio is perfect. No problem. Your audio is good, Duke.
Okay, my friend, good to speak with you again. Good luck calling DX. Take care, my friend. So we've got Victor Echo 2, Charlie Sierra India, CSI from KB2, UKA 73.
73, Duke. Have fun in New York. Bye-bye.
Take care, UK QSY.
QRZ USA and Canada, QRZ USA and Canada, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India, Zone 2 calling USA. Kilo Golf 2 Charlie Victor, booming Larry 5 and 9, okay? Okay, thank you so much. And 73 is good luck in New Jersey, Larry. The same to you. Have a great day. QRZ USA and Canada, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India.
Looks like a big sail in the air, a big diamond square in the air. When I walk down the street in my morning, I see it, and it looks almost kind of has a sailboat look to it. I keep thinking my sailboat's in the backyard. Well, I don't own a sailboat. Oh boy, back to you. 34 feet 5 inches. Well, it was laying on the ground when I was assembling it. I measured it out 35 feet 4 inches. And I've guided with ropes with threaded rods in the ground as anchors. And that guide point is at 22 feet. It's just two metal eyelets that I put in, and I just connect to them. On one eyelet takes two guides that direction, back 120 degrees away, and then the other eyelet is on the back side, and that's the third anchor. And my wife helped me put it up. And it was when I first tried to put this up, and when you get down close to the ground, almost touchdown, it pops up off the ground. I look silly, like I'm trying to run through the yard with a javelin. So I had to find a way to anchor it to the ground.
QRZ USA, Victor Echo 2 Charlie Sierra India.
This is KB2 UKA. KB2 UKA is the frequency in use. This is Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha is the frequency in use. CQ, CQ20, CQ, 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ, 20, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ20, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ 20, hello, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ 20, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ 20, hello, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ 20, hello, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ 20, Kilowatt Bravo 2 United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
You sound good in Florida, Doug.
Hey, what's up, Glenn? You sounding good. Much better than the other day, I guess. And conditions still are not that great, over?
Yeah, you're jumping from like a 9 down to a 3, but I can hear you good.
A 9 to a 3. That's just crazy. You're like a solid 6 to a 7. I'm hearing you fine. There's a lot of QSB, though, over?
I just said hello, you were calling me. I said maybe we talked for a couple of seconds. Maybe somebody will do that for you.
I'm pretty low on the general portion of the band. Hi, Doug. I'm on 14185 if you want to try. Duncan, can you believe it or not? I'm not an extra, so I can't go down there. I got to take that test one day. So we had a beautiful week here, Glenn. God, it's been in the mid-80s. It's probably like 82 out right now. Just gorgeous up here, over.
Yes, it's nice here too. It was supposed to be up in the 90s, but they never got there. It's still in the 80s, so it's been pretty nice. We got outside playing with the granddaughters. Had a great time, and just got it down for a nap. So I said, I seen you pop up. Your message popped up that you were on, so I said, stop by and say hello.
Roger. So, considering you've spoken to me a lot, do you like my EQ settings of this audio better than in the past? That's what I've been hearing. It's a little brighter, over.
Yeah, I guess the TV guys don't like us here.
I'm pretty close. Oh, you're right. I didn't see them on the scope. I'm going to QSY. But if you're watching the stream, just watch where I go. This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? This is KB2 UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? All right, nothing heard. N2 UZK, do you copy KB2 UKA? Roger. The band's all over the place. Now I've got you about a 4x5, but I'm still hearing you. Over.
Yeah, you're dropping down here too. But, oh well. Yeah, when I did hear you good before, yeah, you sounded really good. I mean, like I told you before, I have to go to steering in the world, but you're sounding good to me.
All right, cool. I'm going to try something. Come back again.
Yeah, I'm looking at, every time I look at your new screen here on your Sun, it looks like we're looking at the controls on the Dragon space chopper.
Yeah, it's taken me some getting used to also. I'm going to play around with the background. I can add pretty much any background I want to it now, so I'm going to get something funny, and I'm sure I'll add that.
Yeah, okay, I don't know if you noticed on one of your run the other day, but not for very long, and I commented that your screen is way beyond my capabilities.
Well, let me tell you, I've had Sunday will be a week that I've had the radio, and I still don't know where everything is yet in this software. I'm pretty good, but there's still definitely a learning curve. Over.
Yeah, I can imagine so. But, my radio right now, you sound okay. I turned my mic on a little bit. I'm moving it off, so I just cranked it up. So I'm in the mid-range now of the ALC. Does it sound okay?
Yeah, you're sounding good. There's QSB, which is not your fault, but you're coming in over it mostly, and the audio sounds good.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was worried that something was going wrong with the ALC. It wasn't moving at all, so I just cranked the gain up a little, and I like to see it move at least up into the mid-range.
Yeah, Roger. I pretty much max mine out to 0 on peaks. I go to, that's more my mic EQ. I guess that's my ALC. See, I don't even know where my ALC is. But if I switch this, I do it off the mic. I guess mic is their version of ALC. 1, 2, yeah, I just touch 0. And then I've got all the leveling stuff in the rack. Over? Yeah, you too. The band's shifting all over the place. It might be stretched out. We could be way too close. Who knows? Let me see what I could get out here, Glenn. I'm going to call CQ a little bit. November 2, Uniform Zulu Kilo, KB2 UKA 73.
73, Doug. Have a great one. Have a good weekend. Maybe we'll catch you on MTV.
Yep, and now you were solid 5-7, crystal clear again. See? All right, take care, Glenn. This is KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
Kilowatt America 9, Lima Hotel Echo.
Kilowatt America 9, Lima Hotel Echo, KA9LHE. Michael, good to speak with you again, my friend. This is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I'll give you a signal report next go-around. How are you copying me? Over?
Perfect, Doug. Yeah, perfect. I commented on your screen earlier. Nice rig. I really looked at those thumbs and then ended up some money on SDR. But you're about 5'9", plus 10. Very, very good. Just surfaced today, about 80 watts regression. Over.
All right, Roger. Well, when you answered me, you were 5'8". Now you're a solid 5'6". I'm hearing you fine. Thank you for the compliments. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, nice new rig. That was you. Thank you. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I think it forced me to re-EQ my audio. I definitely had too much bass in the past. And I think I'm liking it so far. Over.
Well, it sounds beautiful, that's for sure. Did you ever get your urban beam up?
That's going to be the longest urban beam put into use in the history of urban beams. So tomorrow, the entire day, I am finishing it. So it will be fully done tomorrow. I don't think I'll need... So the goal tomorrow... The antenna will take me about 4 hours, what's left of it. And then I'm going to put up the roof tower tomorrow. And then next week, I'm having a man lift dropped off here that has stabilizer bars, and I'm going to use that to put the antenna up. I'm not climbing on the roof anymore. I'm going to go right above the tower. It's a 35-foot man lift. I'm going to drop the mast right into the tower on the roof, and I'll be done. So figure the antenna will be done tomorrow. It'll be up on the roof by the middle of next week, and then I got to run the coax. So by next weekend, I'll have it. Over.
Beautiful. You'll love that. I know it's, I'm really liking my stepper, and it's quite a few years old now. I think about 5 or 6, but very good. Yeah, it keeps up power about 300 watts. But I won't hold you. Rig sounds awesome. You've got your voice just beautiful. As good as YouTube. Over.
Roger, Michael, and yeah, you're a 5.8 now. I'm hearing you crystal clear. Sounding really, really good. Yep. I will get that stepper up. It will happen. It's got to happen soon because eventually it'll be cold again, and then I'll never do it. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, we're trying to send the heat your way. It's 82 here in northeastern Indiana, but you'll love that antenna. It's beautiful. Stepper knows what they're doing and have been doing it for quite a while. I'll let you go. Always nice to hear you on the band. Keep the streams going, and hopefully we'll get more people into the hobby. Enjoyed it again. KB2 UKA KA9 LAT 73.
All right, Michael, Roger. Yeah, we've been hot here. It's been in the mid-80s all week. Today's about 82. It's gorgeous out. Windows is telling me it's 75 out. There's no way. It's definitely above 80. That's what my car said anyway. But Michael, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Kilo Alpha 9 Lima Hotel Echo KB2 UKA 73. All right, this is KB2 UKA Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ, CQ, CQ20, Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ20, CQ, CQ 20 meters. This is KB2 UKA calling. CQ, CQ, CQ20, Kilo Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
Kilo Golf 4, Bravo Kilo Echo.
Kilo, let's see, sorry about that. Kilo Golf 4, Bravo Kilo Echo, QSL.
QSL, yeah, the name is James. Call me Jim for short. Name is James, I'm in a little town called Yan City, North Carolina.
All right, James, Roger. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I'm on Long Island, New York, about 50 miles east of New York City. I wasn't looking at the meter. I was multitasking here. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How are you copying me? Over.
Yeah, Doug, we got you 5.9 plus 5. Good signal, good audio, and everything. Just booming in here in North Carolina, Roger.
All right, Roger, Roger. Thank you. You're 5.7. I'm hearing you just fine. I'm not receiving that well this afternoon, so 5.7s should probably be a 5.9, but I'm hearing you great. I'm running a Sunsdr2 Delta X-ray. It's an expert electronics radio. I got it about a week ago. About 1,200 watts into a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical and all outboard audio gear, studio rack of audio gear, condenser mic, and that's the story here. And you're sounding great. Over. You're starting to fade on me. Try that one more time. Over. James, I'm sorry, man. You're now like a 3x6. I'm having a hard time hearing you. But I appreciate you answering the CQ call. I got you down here in the logbook. Kilo Golf 4, Bravo Kilo Echo from KB2 UKA 73.
To UKA from Victor Yankee to Whiskey.
Victor Yankee, you were about 20 over there, and then you dropped for a second. Come back again with the call?
Yeah, boy, that's a QSB. I just saw you take a dip. It's a strong QSB. You went from 10 over to S6 and then back to 10 over. I guess the band is changing. My call is Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey, over.
Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey. Solid 10 over, John, that entire comeback. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. You have a great signal into Long Island, New York. How are you copying me right now? Over.
I copy you 15 to 20 over, Doug. Beautiful copy from Long Island to Prince Edward Island in maritime Canada. And I've been listening to you just for a few minutes. Great audio, by the way, and I just went to your page and noticed you've got one of those Mercury III amplifiers, and I'm real curious to hear how you like that and any information. I just ordered one a month or so ago, so I'm on the waiting list. KB2 UKA VY2 Whiskey.
Well, my friend, you will not be disappointed. August will be 1 year that I've owned it and have had it in operation. I've had no problems with it. I am driving it right now with about 35 watts, and I am peaking a little over 1200. It's just been flawless, and if I haven't blown it up, I don't think anyone can blow it up. Excuse me. It's got all the fail-safes built in. As I'm on a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical right now with a remote legal limit tuner. So it's a non-resonant vertical antenna, and there are times I forget to tune it, and I key down, and the amp shuts itself off and protects itself. Very clean power amplified signal, and I'm a satisfied customer. Over.
Oh, that's what everybody seems to like them. I've been looking at the EHAM reviews. I've never seen an amplifier to have 3 or 4 pages of 100% good reviews, and most of them 5s. And I've been wanting to get something like that. It's a little more automated, that uses LD MOS, and that's definitely the right price point for me. I looked at the Elecraft, but I said I just don't think anybody in their right mind would pay $6,000 for that amplifier. But for less than half, you've got the same output power, or a little better, and you don't have a tuner, but you can always get an external tuner if you want it. So I am thrilled to hear you're pleased with it. I have been doing some research online just to see what more I can find out, and everybody seems to be coming up with very good words to say about it. I note that they are also, they might be coming out with a tuner, and I've seen that a similar tuner to what the front panel of the Mercury looks like. I believe it's Russian. Looks like a really nice automatic antenna tuner. So I don't know, you probably have more information about that than I do, but I did send an email to the gentleman that interfaces for the guy in Florida. I think he's in Georgia, and he sent me back saying when we release it, you'll be the first to know. They're keeping it pretty close to their chest, but I think that automatic antenna tuner looks like a winner as well. So, glad you like it, and that's the main question I had for you. I know you like your flex. I can see your bandwidth on the screen of my NN200D here, and I can tell you're a very clean signal. I can only see about 40 dB into the signal-to-noise ratio, but I can see you have absolutely perfect third-order IMD down to at least that point, so that's really good. I'm running the Alpha 200D the Anon 200D into an Alpha here, running 1500 watts to a 4-element Yagi. So Nice to hear you there, Doug, and I just had to say hello when I saw the picture of that Mercury come up on your page. KB2UKA, VY2WW.
All right, Roger. Well, thank you for that. And you just said a lot of things that interested me. They are working on the tuner, and the software in the Mercury is Russian. It's Russian software. I know when Kenny first started cultivating the parts, you had to do the install of the software yourself. Now you no longer have to do that. And I'm assuming if the software in the Mercury is Russian and you saw something that looked like the tuner, it's probably the same guy writing the software for that. And I would like... My plan is to never use a tuner again. I hate them. I hate them. No, even if it's a Mercury tuner, I just don't want tuners. So I've got a Step-IR Urban Beam that's been, I've been slowly, and when I say slowly, John, I mean slowly assembling, just because of my business and my children and my wife. My goal is to finish it tomorrow and get it up sometime this week, and then run the coax next weekend and have it in line. But yes, I'm sure when that tuner comes out, if you like tuners, it's going to be a great, great tuner. And then the other thing that struck my interest, this isn't a Flex anymore. This is a Sunsdr2 DX. I ordered the Anon 7000, and I couldn't take the wait any longer. I was in week 9 or 8.5. And at week 7, they told me it would ship between 8 and 10 weeks. And then at almost week 9, I asked them for a confirm that it's going to ship in a week, and they just couldn't confirm. So I thanked them. They gave me a refund, and I went and got the Sunsdr2 DX. I still want an Anon. I would take an Anon 200. I can't find them for sale anywhere from anyone, because once you guys have them, you don't let them go, and that's a big, big indicator on how good the radio is. But I've had this Sunsdr2 DX for about a week now. Sunday will be a week. I'm still tweaking it. I had to retweak the entire ESSB audio rack. I think I've got it to a place that I like it, and you're looking great on the scope as well. Also, you might have said it, but you might not have. I am live streaming on YouTube, so if you put my call sign into YouTube, KB2UKA, you'll be able to hear this whole thing, exactly how wonderful you sound, and see your signal report. Over.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I clicked on your link, and it took me to KB2UKA on YouTube, but I didn't see a live button. I saw a subscribe button, and I saw a lot of videos, but I didn't see... well, maybe I just need to click on this where it says live stream. I don't want to get feedback, so let me make sure the volume's down. It's down, okay. Let me just see what happens if I click on that. It looks like it might even come up. Okay, there's your front panel of the sun. Let me cautiously turn this up here. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of a delay on it, but I can see, I heard the signal. That's pretty cool. Now, I've not heard of the Sunsdr2 DX. I'm looking at your screen now. You've got a similar screen to what I'm looking at here on the end. I'm just curious, who makes the Sun? Is that also Russian, or is that something that's from the Orient somewhere? I can Google it, and I'll do that later. But tell me a little more about it. And, sorry you couldn't get an Anon. I have a friend who's looking for an Anon. Ideally, he would like to find a 100D or a 200D, but the used market on those has dried up, and there are plenty of people out looking to buy them. I don't know what's going on with the production. They were practically giving away the 7000 not very long ago. But I guess, I don't know, something happened and they quit making them. Maybe the COVID, I don't know. But interesting stuff. I see you've got a video on the Sunsdr. It's here to stay. So I'll take a look at your site there and get a little more information. You don't have to tell me everything. I can go through that. Look, looks like you and I are on somewhat parallel tracks with the hobby. Now, I'll just say one more quick word about antenna tuners. I use a Halstar ET4K here because I operate a lot with, let's just say the full spectrum. And I need, for example, on 160, I have about a 10 or 15 kilocycle bandwidth on my antenna. I need to be able to tune that on the whole band. And on 75 meters, I run full-size vertical with parasitic elements for reflectors in 3 directions, switchable, and so I need to be able to tune that. I can't. I don't bother tuning it at the base. I just run 7/8 hardline down to it and tune the match through the coax. So I need a good, robust tuner, as you can imagine, with a 1500 watt out amplifier. So the Palstar has worked for me. But what I really need is something that's automatic that will tune a 3-to-1 range. It doesn't have to tune the whole band, but get me within down to 1-to-1 within about a 3 or 4-to-1 range. So something like the automatic tuner that I saw the video. It looks like it would be just the ticket. It might even go up a little higher than 3-to-1, 4-to-1, maybe 5-to-1 or so. I don't know. But something in that family would enable me to do 90% of my operating with a lot less knob twisting, as of course with the Mercury, since it's no tune, as opposed to this Alpha, which is manually tuned 2.3 CX800s with it's an 89 with manual tuning. So anyway, that's a long and the short, probably more than you ever wanted to know, Doug. But nice to meet you. Very interesting. I will spend more time on your page. KB2UKA, VY2WW.
All right, John, Roger, and we're here to talk. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the radio, so I don't mind it. You can keep going. I'm very interested in speaking with you. So it's manufactured by Expert Electronics. So yes, I believe they are Russian. And it was my second choice to an Anon. And I ordered it from Gigaparts on a Thursday, and FedEx brought it, ironically, on a Sunday. It got delivered FedEx ground that Sunday, last Sunday. And it does not have pure signal, like the Anon. It does not have the cool rotating diversity reception, but it will. Firmware updates, it's a work in progress. So firmware updates and software updates. The software that I'm on right now is called Expert SDR2. They just released, I believe last weekend while I was waiting for the delivery, they just released Expert SDR number 3. But it was an alpha, actually, was it an alpha release? I don't even think it was an alpha. No, yes, it was an alpha release. So there's a lot of kinks in it, a lot of bugs. So I didn't download that. I downloaded Expert SDR2, which is flawless. It's been flawless for me so far. And I will eventually download Expert SDR3, and there's a bunch of updates they're going to do to that over the remainder of the year. They're working on some type of firmware update for some type of their version of Pure Signal, and so far I'm happy with it. And I got into the ESSB stuff about 3 months ago, so that's what brought me to the Anon track, and then I found this, and yep, I've been happy with it, and I look forward to it. I still want a 7000. So they were featured, you probably know this, you may not, they were featured on the cover of QST either January or February, and then they got backlogged, and then there was the microchip shortage, and then COVID in India obviously spiked, and they just couldn't get the orders out. I'm on the Anon Flex and Sun Facebook page, and there's guys that have been waiting 18 weeks. And I was running a Flex 5000 before this. I wanted a new radio, so I'm happy. I'm happy with the Sun, and so far so good. Over.
I can see why. Well, let me ask you one quick question because I'm curious. I'm watching your it's not real time. It's delayed display of your signal. Looking at the waveform there, and it's very interesting. You were apparently. It looked like your dynamic, you were looking at from about 20 to 75 dBm, minus dBm, and it looked like you had absolutely no third order IMD. Now, I don't know if that is reading from some point inside your transceiver or if you are sampling your output of your amplifier, but I don't think you can get that kind of performance without pure signal. So I'm guessing. You might correct me, or you just set me straight here. I'm guessing you're probably taking some point from inside the transceiver and looking at the signal, the waveform, because I could see at least 50 dB without on any third-order IMD. Now, I'm looking at my signal on the Anon, and as you probably know, with Power SDR, I can look down. I can adjust the screen so I can see as far down as I want to into the signal. But right now, for example, and I'm measuring out the back of the alpha here, so it's full strength. And what I'm seeing is peaks are around minus 10 dBm. Hello. And I'm looking all the way to minus 64, and there's just nothing there. It looks perfect. So somewhere around 50 dB of no third order IMD. But are you able to do that with that Sun, or is it just taking a point from inside the transceiver? Do you know how that works? I'm just curious because it looks awfully sweet on your YouTube. Anyway, that's the only question I ask because that's what really impressed me was how sweet that looks. How incredibly nice that is. That's a real nice display. I really like it. So back to you there, Doug. I don't want to monopolize it here. You may have other things to do, but it's great to talk to you. It's great to run into you, and I'm going to look up this Sun Sunsdr2 DX and learn a little bit more about it. But I'm sorry you didn't get there in the end. KB2UKA, VY2WW.
Well, I didn't get the Anon yet. Maybe when the supply chain opens up. But I'm happy with this so far, and I am not educated enough to answer that question about the IMD. I'm just not, and I'm seeing what you're seeing. My good friend, what's his call? Is it Romeo 8 SDR? My friend Rick is well versed on this radio, so I'm going to have to ask him. What I am doing, though, as from a audio, so the amplifier is just, there's an external control on the Sun DX that's keying the amp, and then I have all outboard audio gear that goes to what's called an M-Audio Air USB audio interface, so the rack terminates XLR into the, it's basically an external sound card, and then I USB the audio into the computer. And then the SDR software, I have an input and an output for my audio. It finds the external sound card, and that's what you get. But let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm seeing. Yep, minus 20 to minus 70. I'm seeing it. That is what I'm seeing. So maybe you can answer that for me. Over.
Well, I don't think I can. I would think if it's not truly a pure signal implementation, I think you probably already have studied it enough that you can probably figure out that the pure signal, it's the way it works is it actually injects, sort of an artificial noise on top of the waveform, and then it compares either a point within the transceiver or the take off the back of the amplifier, and it makes corrections to whatever needs to be corrected. So you can take a nasty amplifier, like I've got a solid state brick here. It's not so sweet. I think it's 4 MRF 458s, and you can put pure signal in the back of that, and it will correct it right on down. 600 watts output looks just like the alpha here. So anyway, I think what it is, you're probably just taking a point somewhere in your somewhere inside the transceiver, and it's just projecting. It's just showing what you have there. It may not be actually an RF waveform you're looking at. It might be an audio waveform. I do not know, or it might be some early stage in the RF, maybe before the final amplifier. I just don't know. But I know that on the Anon, on the 200D, you can select that either for internal radio, and you can do pure signal on the exciter, and then just let the amplifier fin for itself, or you can select the external, and then you plug it in the jack in the external, and you take your 55 whatever dB attenuation off the back of the amp, and it does the comparison that way. I don't know exactly what they're running there, but it's very interesting. I will take a look at it. Anyway, very, very, very cool to talk to somebody who's not only a fan of the SDRs, but also is the owner of the Mercury. So that's the reason I called you. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad to talk to you about learn about the Sun. I'll have to tell my friend Mike to look at the Sun because not without dark glass. I don't mean that. But look at the Sunsdr2 DX and just see, if that might be a possibility. He builds LD Moss water-cooled amplifiers, WA30, and he's kind of like, I've either got to get an Anon or a signal generator, spectrum analyzer, or both. So, for his work. So, or I guess it's more like his hobby. Building these water-cooled LD Moss amps. So anyway, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I can say that things look good on the display when you're transmitting, and I can see my signal as well. And of course, I don't have enough signal-to-noise ratio to go really deep with this, but what I see looks okay. So very, very good. Well, listen, I feel like I'm taking a lot of your time, but thanks so much. It's really good information. I'm going to keep my ear to the grapevine on that tuner as well, and I'm going to look up the Sun and read about that. KB2 UKA, a really enjoyable QSA. Thank you. VY2WW.
All right, John, Roger. And if you find anything interesting that you think might pique my interest on the Sun, shoot me an email. I'm good on QRZ. If you like the YouTube page, please click the subscribe button. You'll get notified whenever I'm doing this. You could see I do it quite often. You come back and say hello again. And definitely put a nice pair of headphones on and listen to yourself back. You're sounding fantastic. I have a very fast sampling rate right to the stream. Pretty much what you're hearing is what I'm hearing right now in my headphones. I'm sure there's some degradation in the signal, but almost none, because I spend half my time recording myself, listening, and then re-EQing. So I will say 73 to you, my friend. It was a pleasure. Victor Yankee 2, Whiskey from KB2 UKA 73.
Okay, and by the way, I'll just tell you, Doug, I'm listening to you on, I have a home theater receiver. It's a Yamaha that I've replaced with a bigger, better Yamaha, and it does 7.1 audio, and that's what I've got here in the station. And I opened up the bandwidth to 5K and down to 60 hertz just to listen to you through this. I don't have the subwoofer hooked up right now because it gets too much RF feedback, but just on the speakers, all 7 of them, or I guess it was, 7. You just sound fantastic. You've got things sounding just fantastic audio-wise. It's really truly audiophile quality audio. So, and this is nothing like that. This is just DX audio, but it's what I use for everything. I don't have to make any changes. This is contest audio for me if I'm in a contest. So, anyway, glad it sounds okay to your ear. 73, real pleasure. It's KB2 UKA VY2WW.
All right, John, really appreciate that. That's next step here after the antenna's done. Put a nice receive stereo in the shack and maybe lose the headphones for when things aren't noisy. Take care, my friend. It was a pleasure. All right, I think I'm going to go for one more if anyone's listening or if anyone can hear me. This is KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York, QRZ.
I'm going to go down a 4 kilocycle. Somebody was calling me there. Thank you, Doug. Real pleasure. VY2WW, QSY down 4.
All right. Take care, John. KB2 UKA, QRZ.
November Yankee 2 Hotel.
November Yankee 2 Hotel. Ah, Lewis. We're practically neighbors, my friend. Good to speak with you again. I think we spoke before. It's Doug in Kings Park. Over.
Hi, Roger, Doug. Yeah, hi. So I was listening. I was reading the mail here on the YouTube site now. I'm just curious to hear myself. So that's kind of selfish here, but that's what I'm doing.
Oh, that's not selfish at all. I do it all the time. If I was 1,000 miles away, you'd probably sound better to me than you're going to hear on the YouTube. But I'll see if I can quiet it up a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, it sounds a little noisy. I guess we're ground wave here.
Yeah, we're very close, and I'm on a big old vertical. I'm surprised I'm hearing it all, but go ahead. Let me see if I can make it a little quieter. Go ahead.
Alrighty, like 2H. That's 1, 2, 3. I have a vertical ground plane hanging from the wire. So that's what I'm using now. Interesting, very interesting. All righty, Doug, I won't hold you. Somebody else is in there. Have a great day, and we'll catch you down the loft. 7-3 for now, and thanks for coming back. This is November Yankee 2 Hotel.
All right, Lewis. No worries at all. No worries at all. And shoot me an email. Maybe we could have a meetup or something. I rarely get together with anyone local. 73.
KB2UKA, N9 Victor X-Ray.
November 9er, Victor X-Ray. Sounding good, Joe. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. I'll give you a signal report next transmission. How are you copying me? Over.
We're doing good, Doug. No doubt we got some QSB, but I was seeing you up to 10 over, so we're doing real great. And of course, sounding great here. I'm running an SDR from Apache Lab, the 100B, and I'm doing, I guess just 400 watts, I see, out of an ALS 600. And the antenna's X beam at 45 feet, Harold.
Well, you're doing a great job. I love the 100D. I love the 200D. I love all the Anons, all of them. They're great, great radios. In fact, I was waiting on a 7000, and I couldn't wait any longer. So I canceled the order, and I'm on a expert radio, a Sunsdr2 Delta X-Ray. I've had it, Sunday will be a week that I've had it. And you're a solid 5'7" to 5'8", mostly 5'8". I'm hearing you just fine. You're doing a fantastic job. So I'm on the Sunsdr2. I'm running about 1,200 watts with a Mercury III amplifier. That's an amplifier kit sold by a gentleman in southern Florida. And I have all outboard studio audio gear, all analog stuff. So I'm doing all the audio processing outside of the radio. Over.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Well, I've had that equipment. I had the Pro, not the DX, with a Sun. I don't mean a Sun, I mean a Mercury. But because I'm in a neighborhood and I've just kind of drawn the line and said, okay, 500 watts is all I'm going to do. So I just went ahead. A buddy of mine wanted the Mercury III, but that is a great piece of equipment. Well, I wonder, are you running Expert Electronics? I know that's the name of the company. Anyway, are you running version 2 of the software? Are you running version 3? One thing it didn't do, I really wanted it to do, was, as a minor thing maybe, is I wanted it to be able to reverse the wheel on the mouse. Now, I use a trackball, and if I turn it clockwise, it went down in frequency. So, and the head guy said, well, yeah, we can probably implement that, but I can't get the software to run without the radio. But anyway, you're sounding good, and I'm going to revisit the son of equipment, but I'm kind of waiting till the dust is settled. Version 3 of the software. KB2UKA N9VX.
Yeah, Roger. I'm running version 2. I'm running Expert SDR2. I believe 3 just came out like a week or two, maybe a month ago. But I think it was just released. You could correct me if I'm wrong. And from what I read, especially that I'm a new user, there's a lot of bugs in 3. The Expert SDR2 is pretty flawless, they say, and I've had no issues with it in the week that I've been using it. So I just went and downloaded version 2. I'm going to eventually download 3. And if you go to their website, if you go to the EESB, I think .com, I think that, or EESSB, I can't remember, whatever the website is. And my buddy's telling me last week they came out with 3. If you go to their website, you'll see a laundry list of features that they're going to add into 3. And probably by maybe late summer, early autumn, I'll be confident enough to download it. But I didn't want to have a brand new radio with broken software. So 2 has been flawless, and but like you, I will happily download 3 once they work the kinks out. Over.
Yeah, I got you. I don't know if you'll tell any difference on my end, but I just changed mics and profile here. Yeah, that sounds good, and I understand what you're saying. When I decided to get rid of my Mercury, I thought, a 15 to 20 watt rig is not going to work out that well. I have a 100 watt amp, but I hate running 2 amps, so I went ahead and moved it. But I'm definitely going to come back into that camp. Have you fooled around much with the audio processing in the software, version 2 of the software? Boy, I'm telling you what, it looks, fairly complicated. You could do all these notches and all this stuff you could do. Have you fooled with that much, Doug, or you just said, okay, I've got my rack equipment, I'm going to use it and not fool with it there, over?
I do none of the processing of the audio in the software. The only thing I have turned on is the limiter. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, my foot was slipping off the foot pedal. I do all the processing in the rack, all of it. And I can do everything in the rack that the software can do. And the software, by the way, without a rack, can probably give you almost the same effect. But I'm on a Stellar X2 condenser mic that goes into a 31 band EQ. It's not a parametric EQ. There's a parametric EQ in the software that I don't use. And then I go into an Aphex 204, which is an oral exciter with an optical big bottom. Then I go into a Behringer compressor limiter gate, and then into a Behringer virtualizer for a little bit of reverb. I have it like on the lowest setting. And then from there I go into an USB audio interface. So the rack goes into an external sound card, and then I push the audio via USB into the computer, and then the SDR software goes and finds the audio in the computer. Over?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I understand. Well, it's sounding good. I mean, you're certainly doing a great job. I guess I've never been inclined to fool with the rack stuff. It just doesn't fit in my shack well. And I'm on the 2nd floor, and boy, I've had enough trouble fighting RF over the years. But anyway, yeah, I just wondered if you had possibly fooled with that. The ability within the software. What I'm getting at, it seems like it was quite rich. Now, what little? Let's see. What did I see? I looked at a video on software version 3, and it looked like they had taken some of that stuff out of it, which wouldn't hurt my feelings. But it just looked like in the video I saw on version 3, the amount of processing as far as audio had been limited, or maybe they were taking a different approach to it. So I don't know. I mean, the rumor is one of the Apache labs, the guys that was writing software for their machine, is now writing for Sun. So I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, back to you there, Doug. And I'm just strictly running what's in the machine here, and I am now on an RE320. KB2UKA N9VX.
Well, you're sounding great. There's some QSB now, but that's not you. You're sounding fantastic. That's my November 8 SDR made that video, I believe, my friend Rick. And I believe from what I've read, there's a lot of things missing right now in version 3. So everything that's in version 2 will eventually, hold on one second, sorry. Everything that's in version 2 will eventually be in version 3 plus more. So, well, if the guy from Anon is helping them write the software at Expert, that's good for me. You're running the best radio out there, my friend. We could use some of that. That'll be great. All right, Joe. Oh, and also speaking of video, I'm on my YouTube channel right now. I'm live streaming. So when I'm gonna sign right now. I'm gonna go meet my wife and get the kids off the bus in about 45 minutes. But if you put my call sign KB2UKA into the search box of YouTube, you'll find the video today. I titled it EQ Tweaking, and then it's got today's date, 5/21. And we are an hour and 7 minutes into the video right now. So if you fast forward to probably about 55 minutes, you'll find our QSO, and you'll be able to hear how great you sound and see your signal report, my friend. So with that, I'm going to say 73. Joe, November 9, Victor, X-Ray. Joe, this is from KB2UKA, 73, my friend.
Okay, Doug. Well, it's great to catch you. And as far as the developer leaving, it was kind of bad for us because I think he was the guy that was really improving our software. Not that there's anything wrong with it, really. But I think for about 9 months now, we hadn't had any updates. But definitely I'm going to revisit the Sun. I think that's great, and I'm excited about it. So catch you soon. Thanks for the QSO, and I'll go over and look at YouTube. KB2UKA N9VX.
All right, Joe. Yeah, so, well, at least you have a son. So if he's going to write great software, you can always turn that one on, my friend. 73. All right, everyone, on the YouTube page, thanks so much. Have a great day. I'll be on an early morning tomorrow, probably 40 meters. This is KB2UKA clearing frequency, 73.